obligations to meet.
Okay.
And one of those obligations is actually to abide by the laws and the rules we gave ourselves. Yeah, so I don't know why, and I'm afraid, Maringa, I think it will be fair for us when we go out executing this particular agenda on the finance bill, let us not demonize it. Because how are we going to raise money? How are we going to run the nation? It's easy, by the way, for us to go out there and lynch these processes. After we've lynched those processes, how then do we proceed? And people will tell you, it doesn't matter how we proceed, just push it. And then when we get to the cliff, somehow something will give in. That's not how leadership, there is a lack of leadership. It's a lack of foresight, because we keep on running this direction and then we don't want to actually talk about tomorrow. Really, then we do not deserve to call ourselves leaders. We must actually tell you this is the direction. The basic definition of leadership is a guide, it's somebody showing direction. And we have not surrendered that particular position. Kenyans spoke to us and told us, we need a different way of looking at things. We've gone back, we've listened to that. So until we look at the new draft of the finance bill, it will be too early to demonize it. Again, if we are going to throw out everything that there are quite a number of things that were quite progressive.
Okay.
Two, let me tell you, the topic on taxation, the taxation policy is one thing that is not good to study. Even the guys who study the law on taxation, it's not something that is so good. So let's not lie to ourselves that anyone loves to be taxed, for example, including myself. If I had an opportunity, ways and means to actually run away from taxes, definitely, George, I will run away.
So when President Ruto was talking about the broad-based government after appointing the CSs, he said he doesn't want to be the only one called Zakayo.
Yes.
And the load of Zakayo to be carried by everyone else.
Yes.
When you look at how this process has been, especially the promises by the same president, he said that in the previous administration when he was deputy, there was an infiltration by ODM at the time, by NASA at the time, then that the Jubilee administration did not fulfill its promises that it had made to Kenyans, right?
Yes.
So are we foreseeing, will we then look at a position or a situation where perhaps there will be talk of we included other people in government, and that is why, quote unquote, we have failed?
First of all, the president saying that the title Zakayo should be shared by everybody so that all of us become Zakayo is simply speaking to the motto by KRA. KRA's motto is so simple, tulipe ushuru tujitegemee. So, but then the characterization of how we do tax or how we raise revenue had, in the last about 20 months, had been made to actually look like they are in the business, those in the executive are in the business of taxing Kenyans.